Yes, we are looking at how the lungs work. How the lungs work. One thing that we must understand is that lungs are both excretory and respiratory. Lungs are both excretory organ, and lungs are also respiratory organ. Respiratory organ. Why are lungs excretory and why are lungs respiratory? Lungs are excretory because they help in release of harmful substances from the body. Lungs help to release waste products. Lungs help to release waste products from the body. We shall see what these waste products are from the body. Good. Why do we say lungs are respiratory? Lungs are respiratory because they aid in availing oxygen into blood. Lungs avail. They make oxygen available into blood. Avail oxygen into blood. So this afternoon, we are looking at the two functions of lungs, being excretory and being respiratory. Let's begin with lungs being excretory. We are going to talk about waste products, this is a repetition, waste products that lungs release from the body. Examples of waste products. Lungs release from the body. Lungs release from the body. Waste products that lungs release from the body. They include carbon dioxide. They include water vapor. This is water in gaseous form. Water vapor and carbon dioxide. These are waste products. They are not needed in the body. So, lungs removing carbon dioxide from the body, it's a great deal. Plus water vapor. Now, when you look at saturation of blood, after blood has entered into the heart, look at this. After blood has entered into the heart, it directly first goes to the lungs. It directly first goes to lungs before it has come back to the heart to be taken to all other body parts. Now, why does blood go to the lungs? Here, blood, which is deoxygenated, enters the heart. We're having a simple structure here. then it immediately goes to the lungs. Why does it do that? It goes to the lungs to drop carbon dioxide, and this is a gas, and water vapor. Water vapor. Besides, it picks oxygen, and this oxygen will combine with the blood coming back into the heart. It's a reason we shall find hope you have had all this covered. It's a reason we shall find that blood that enters the heart is deoxygenated. And once it goes to the lungs, by the time it leaves the lungs, it is oxygenated. Now, what do lungs do? Let's assume that these are our lungs. Blood has come from the heart, enters the lungs through what we call pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery. Good. And let's open here a bit. Let's open here like this, and we call this one trachea. Trachea brings in oxygen. The same trachea takes out carbon dioxide, brings in oxygen, and takes out carbon dioxide. This is pulmonary artery. So as blood powers into the lungs, there happens what we call exchange. Inside here, there is an exchange of gases. Exchange of gases. By percentage, let's see what happens. The air that enters lungs, versus air that goes out of lungs. Air that enters the lungs versus air that goes out of lungs. The components of air include oxygen, nitrogen, rare gases, and carbon dioxide. We shall, let's get a space for water vapor. Oxygen, nitrogen, rare gases, carbon dioxide, and water vapor. These are the components of air that enter the lungs. Each component here occupies a certain percentage in air. Oxygen occupies 21%. Nitrogen occupies 78%. Rare gases occupy 1%. Carbon dioxide occupies 0.003%. Water vapor is less in air that we breathe in, and in air that we breathe out, there is more water vapor than water vapor in the air that we breathe in. Let's look at oxygen. We breathe in air that contains 21% of oxygen, and the air that we breathe out contains 16% oxygen, meaning 16% oxygen, meaning this is a difference of 5%. It goes into blood. Nitrogen, we breathe in air, whose nitrogen percentage is 78. Still, in the air we breathe out, there is 78% of nitrogen. Why does it happen like this? The body does not absorb nitrogen, nor does it release nitrogen as a gas. Rare gases, they remain 1%. Just like nitrogen, the body does not release, neither the body does not absorb any rare gases. Carbon dioxide, from 0.03%, it goes to 4%, meaning there is a lot more carbon dioxide that is given out. That's why we have 4% of carbon dioxide in the air that goes out of the lungs, so-called exhaled air. We come back here. So after the exchange of gases that takes place in the part here, in the lungs, these parts are called air sacs. Air sacs. They can actually be called alveoli. Alveoli. The exchange of blood takes place, of gases takes place in these air sacs. So, this deoxygenated blood leaves carbon dioxide here and picks oxygen. So at this end, it is oxygenated as it goes back to the heart. Good. So because the lungs have helped the blood get oxygen, we say it's a respiratory organ. Because the lungs have helped blood lose carbon dioxide and water vapor, we shall say the lungs are excretory. The true diagram of lungs is, this was just explanation to help you understand. If we draw the true diagram showing human lungs, it will appear like this. We shall have the voice box here, and we have the trachea, which divides into to form the bronchus. The bronchus further divides into many parts that we call the bronchioles. Where the bronchioles end, there are attached circle-like structures that we call air sacs. Then here we enclose it. Why not? We enclose it. Let me leave this one open for purposes of explanation. So, this is a cover that we call epiglottis. Epiglottis. It prevents food from entering this trachea. Prevents food from entering the trachea during swallowing because the gullet is here So in case this place, this epiglottis keeps open during swallowing, food enters here and it causes choking. So this is a trachea, which divides into two parts that we call bronchi. If it is one, it is bronchus. When there are two, bronchi. The bronchus divides into these several parts that we call bronchioles. Bronchioles hold these sac-like materials we call the air sacs. And this is where actual gaseous exchange of the actual exchange of gases take place, here in the air sacs. Yeah, they are supplied with a dense network of blood capillaries. These are blood capillaries that carry blood away. Very many of them. Yeah, so this is a simple structure of lungs and its small functions. This trachea is made up of rings of cartilage. Purposely to keep it open and prevent it from falling, because if it falls, that means the person will die. Thank you very much for your time and patience.